Can I ascend further? No, I need to go and farm for this as well. I want to try and use a DOT team now. I'm gonna use just a sample instead of arrow. Oh, come on. What is this now? Dale, you don't happen to be at Stargazer Navalia right now? What? How did you know? How did you know, Miss Zikui? You're not stalking me, are you? Sorry, now's not the time for jokes. I saw on Cyclone system that you were nearby. There's an important task I need your help with. It's really urgent. The Exalton Sampton Sky Dome malfunctioned half an hour ago. It was probably caused by the unusual yin-yang phenomena Go back up. Go. Stop. Calm down. It was probably caused by the unusual yin-yang phenomena from Ambrosio Arbor's new growth. The technical details are complicated, so I won't elaborate. In short, one district has a serious problem and it's about to explode. Huh? The entire Lofu is yet to fully recover from all the chaos, and there's no one available to handle this emergency. Fortunately, there is an office worker in the Skyfaring Commission who jumped on a star skiff and flew to the Sky Dome to carry out an emergency fix. But that star skiff also broke down during the rescue, probably due to the yin-yang phenomena again, and lost contact over Stargazer Novaria. It may have been forced to land or even crashed. I've already informed the Cloud Knights to send reinforcements ASAP, but 1 second can mean the difference between life and death for this kind of thing. Can you folks please go take a look? You folks? There's someone else here. Yes, Mr. Yang is also nearby. Oh, I've also contacted him. Anyways, try to find a vantage point in Stargazer Navalia and use the Cyclone to locate the star skiff. I'm counting on you folks. Also, this office work is a bit special. I implore you both to do everything in your power to save her life. Okay, that's another one. I can try it as well. I think this should be good. Just replace you with Wuka, and it's gonna be a very dangerous team to use at the moment, but sure. Oh, hey, well.
Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. Miss Chikui sent us a Cycrane. See if you can get an aerial visual. This is an emergency. We need to find where the star skiff crashed as soon as possible.
Oh. Is this it?
We found it.
Okay.
Looks like the pilot isn't inside. If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby.
Okay, we need to find the guy. Oh, is he gonna be there? Is he hiding over there or something? No? Search for the victim. Where is he? Take it easy, Icarus. Sorry. Oh, there she is. Or he? I don't know. There. I cannot see. All the way down there. Let's try and fight one monster with the new team. Okay, everybody is gonna be very injured very soon.
May as well kill them all.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be very difficult. No.
Let's see some sparks fly.
Ooh. Okay, that's pretty good.
The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
Huh? Can the elevator come by? Come up quickly? More quickly? Faster? Even? Swifter? With haste? I'm running out of synonyms. Okay, there's Wooka as well. Let's try attacking with him. Don't attack Wooka. He's dead already.
Back in the ring. I owe you one.
The fact that they healed for so much means that they have very low HP, I guess. That's not good. I'm so low on skill points, I can never do the proper attack with Kafka. I need to learn how to use the team properly. No. So difficult to make it work.
Hey, get out of here! It's too dangerous. Go get someone from the Skyfaring Commission. Tell them Ching Ni is in trouble.
Okay, see you later then.
It's too late to call for backup.
Wait, no! My other guy is...
Price was too steep.
Retreat. Leave. He's dead. Okay, now we're back. We're back up here though. I need to make my way down again. Why do I do this to myself? I always try to use the new characters, even though it takes time to level them up, especially when you're like such a high level equilibrium. Okay, I need to call the slowest lift again.
Get back, you demons!
Okay, now I'm healed up. I can actually do this.
Ouch.
They lose like almost half their health. They take so much damage. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not a good idea. I don't even have points.
Good times. No time to say bye.
What happens to my points? With this team, I cannot keep track for some reason.
Give up.
It's because I'm using the attack with Sampo. Don't attack Sampo!
This price was too steep.
Attack him. I mean, you barely do any damage, so... Oh my god, that's so many dogs! Enough!
This
Ooh.
isn't the
Small fry.
Oh, that was the worst possible thing to happen. I won somehow.
There are too many monsters. Let's hold out for a little longer. The Cloud Knights should be here soon.
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
No can do, Miss Qingni. We're not abandoning you.
Hey, you think we can't take them?
Easy. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand.
Oh, it's you! Right, I forgot. I never did your companion quest. I forgot about you. I was wondering who is this character quest? Who does it belong to? It's her. I forgot I never did it.
Formation. Prepare to engage.
Do I get to use her now? Oh.
We're coming to get you.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I'm screwed. No! No! No!
Back in the ring.
Why is this happening to me? I can beat them. I can beat them. No need to retreat. I can just... Yeah, I can beat them. He's gonna attack, she's gonna heal, and we're gonna beat him. No worries. He's gonna heal. He's gonna heal. No. He's gonna defeat him in one punch. Never mind. I'm sure I can make it. Somehow. I just need... what do I need? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I need. I need a fucking miracle. This one gives me more HP, sure. I mean, it's stupid, but like... Sampo is level 70, he still has absolutely pitiful defense as well. Oh, yeah. I was wondering, like, why is Sampo so weak? Like, look at this. I have nothing on him. And I'm like wondering, like, why is he so bad? Why does he die so much? Like, I've not invested in him at all. Okay, never mind. It should be good now. I can survive. The worst part of this is that I have to wait for the elevator again. I don't need to do the first one again, so that's a blessing. Okay, let's try this again.
Hold on, Qingni. We're coming to get you.
You still take too much damage. Ow. Stop it! She died again immediately. Stop calling for reinforcements. Okay, good. DOT is actually doing its job. Why do I not have... Okay. Heal Sampo.
I owe you one.
Oh my god, Sampo! I was too late.
Stand still.
Oh my god, no! She's dead already! From their own DOTs. I actually cannot survive this. Okay then. Okay, just leave it. Just the dream is gonna remain a dream. I'm just gonna switch to something else. Okay, let me change my team to something that's actually leveled up. Let's just use Blade and Bronya and Silver Wolf, like all of these characters that I know and love. Okay, let's go again. Third time's the charm, I guess.
Hold on, Qingni. We're coming to get you.
Failed to stand you.
Okay. That's going already much better. There we go.
Blake, come.
Okay, there we go. Much easier now.
I didn't know the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. However, Qing-Ni decided to put herself in danger and trouble our esteemed guests with her safety. As her mother, I couldn't sit idly by. It was because of both of you that Qing-Ni escaped unscathed. Words cannot express my gratitude. In fact, by way of thanks, I'd like to invite you to the Palace of Astrum for tea. It is about time we knew each other better. Qing-Ni's irresponsible actions caused much trouble for the two of you. Allow me to apologize once again on her behalf.
You always do this, Mother. Scold me before figuring out what actually happened. It was a dire situation. I was the only one who could...
You promised me, Qing-Ni. We shall discuss this when we return. Please excuse us, benefactors. I look forward to our meeting.
Okay.
I didn't know Yukong had that side to her.
You mean a scary mom side?
You have a unique way of putting things. Yes, Qing-Ni piloted a star skiff without permission and put herself in danger, but she meant well. Nevertheless, Yukong's reaction suggests that there was something more. Anyway, let's head over to the Palace of Astrum. Best not to keep Yukong waiting.
To the palace!
Let's avoid sudden exclamations like that once we're in the palace. Remember, this is no field trip. We're having tea with the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission. We'll need to act with diplomatic decorum.
Okay.
All right, let's head out before it gets late.
Why won't you listen to me?
Because it's my life!
Ooh. Ooh.
You know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Luofu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abominations? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not only have you broken the Skyfaring Commission's regulations, you've broken your promise to me.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you and the Skyfaring Commission, not sit at my desk dealing with never-ending papers. That job doesn't suit me.
Why do you insist on becoming a pilot? I don't understand.
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helm Master's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not want to fly anymore, but don't trap me down here with you.
Oh my god.
Qing-Ni, where are you going?
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time. We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong. But if there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qing-Ni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. I may seem overbearing, but the situation she gets herself into sent a shiver up my tail. Funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the abundance axis to a living planet. I thought I'd forgotten what fear was. But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me.
You two, please, wait. Thank you for saving me, benefactors. And I'm sorry you had to witness all that.
Understand, it's the parent-child relationship.
So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. That's great. I mean, I'm happy I finally found someone who can understand me. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now. I have the right to pursue my dreams. Mom still insists on sheltering me under her wing. as if I can't even stay alive without her.
Mm-hmm.
My mom is actually a reasonable person, but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention flying. She hid my Starskiff toys, dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships, forced me to study for ages. I did everything I could to work my way into the Skyfaring Commission. But she used her authority to assign me a desk job. Every time I walk along Star Watcher Avenue and look up at those ships flying freely across the sky, I feel empty inside. Speaking of empty inside, so how were Mom's refreshments? Good?
Yes, the aroma was incredible.
I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? My mom thanked you guys with refreshments, so I should do the same. Let me take you around Starskiff Haven. We can try the most authentic snack on the LaFu.
What is this? The vending machine.
We're here! The thing about the most authentic snack on the Cienjo LaFu
A vending machine
is
drink,
it's
of all
a
things.
drink, and it's inside this vending machine.
Oh. Wow, the full 5-star treatment.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have the money for anything fancy. Here, Mung Bean Soda. 1 can each. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love it.
Okay.
Let me try.
Look.
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express and forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee, and how my taste buds never fully recovered.
How is it? Bearable?
Okay. I'm not gonna do it. Are you sure you're not angry at us for rescuing you?
That bad? Sorry. But I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Just like flying. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else. Oh, I know a really great place in Starskiff Haven to Starskiff watch. Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? Soon after a child is born, we surround them with items that represent future destinies. If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they reach for a sword, then they'll grow up to be a famous warrior. And if they reach for a toy starskiff...
So you reached for the Starskiff?
No, not me. My genius mom did. Mom reached for the starskiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the Cloud Knights as soon as she was old enough. That's how she became a fighter pilot. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barissan anti-aircraft fire, like an arrow tearing through a thunderstorm. She also holds the Skyfaring Commission records for speed and enemy vessels destroyed. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter. I've wanted to become a legend like her for as long as I can remember.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a starskiff since the 3rd Denizens of Abundance War. She doesn't even bring up her military achievements. I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a starskiff and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. Not only did I survive the flight, my landing was perfect. I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. But boy, I've never seen her so scary. I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a starskiff. But my mom was angry about more than that. She was angry because I viewed her as a role model. Because I had the same talent as her. I don't understand it.
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madame Yukong.
But flying is the only thing I want to do. I've already touched the sky.
Oh. She receives a message and frowns as she reads.
It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay. She just sent me a message. Mom lost one of her trinkets in Stargazer Navalia when she came to save me. Miss Sequay suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might help me get back in her good books.
In Stargazer Navalia? Let's go with you and have a look.
The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic. I think Mom's trinket would have dropped around here.
Is
A bird
this it?
cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't domesticate them. They don't live long if you lock them in a cage. Makes sense. How could a bird that's known the sky live in a cage?
Oh yeah, metaphors. What's that thing over here? Is that
Mom
it?
always carries this trinket around with her, but I never realized there was something inside. Is this the Hunt Crest?
A lucky charm?
This is what pilots hang in their Starskiff cockpits for good luck.
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart. Let's head back, Miss Qingni. I think you should return this trinket in person. This is an opportunity for the two of you to talk.
Not yet. I want to go back later. There's something I hope you two can help me with first. What turned an ace pilot, someone who loved to fly, into someone like her? My mom clearly misses her flying days, otherwise she wouldn't keep this on her person. But she doesn't fly anymore and refuses to let me become a fighter pilot. Why?
Maybe we can ask some people who might know the truth.
Jingyuan?
Well, the General's been busy at the seat of Divine Foresight recently. We might not get to see him right away. Still, it's worth a try. He was the one who promoted Helmmaster Yukong. He probably knows more about her past than anyone. If we can get to the bottom of why Helmmaster Yukong no longer flies, we might be able to find out why she doesn't want you to be a fighter pilot. We can't help you too directly, but an indirect conversation like this might give us a clue on how to convince your mother.
Okay, let's see this.
This is a divine object from the Rainbow Arbiter? Where did you find this?
This object has been stored inside Helmmaster Yukong's personal trinket all along. Miss Qingni lent it to us. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past and why she no longer flies.
This object is no ordinary trinket. It has borne witness to blood and tears. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you heard of the denizens of Abundance Wars? As the Xianzhou has continued to cleanse the universe of immortal abominations, so too has the Abundance Axis succeeded in breaching our defensive lines. They pushed the Xianzhou to the brink of disaster. 30 years ago, the Xianzhou Yaoqing and Fenghu were besieged by our enemies. Even in the long history of warfare between the Xianzhou Alliance and the denizens of Abundance, that air battle was one of the most tragic. We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of Abundance. Almost 1 million fighter pilots fought in the bitter battle. Those who survived numbered no more than 100,000. Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with their sky-shattering Lux Arrow, who's to say whether the Luofu would still be here today? Such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow left behind. For the survivors, these relics contain the blood of their comrades, the ashes of their enemies and the dust of their memories. Yukong is a survivor of that war. Her best friend, Tai, perished on the battlefield. I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind Helmmaster Yukong's reluctance to fly, nor do I want to open up old wounds. However, it is difficult to discard one's past. Yukong and Sai trusted each other with their lives. The Helmmaster will have strong memories of that time. Perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe Qingni has the right to know about the past, as the past is starting to affect her future.
It should be here. Let's see. Yes! This is Mom's diary!
Is it a good idea to read it?
I don't think the two of us should be
Yeah.
reading your mother's diary.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
It should
say
be fine.
as well.
This is from decades ago. For you travelers, that's more than half a lifespan.
Doesn't that
No,
change
I
anything?
still think
Does it change anything?
I shouldn't read it. You stay here with Miss Qingni. I'll be waiting over there.
Well, really doesn't want to invade her
Fine.
privacy. I'm not sure I want to do it either, but sure. Kai... Oh my god, I cannot pronounce this. Kai, we're going to be partners. We've known each other for so long, but when we first knew each other, racing Star skiffs illegally in the city, we were rivals. Now that we're asked to work together and have each other's back, I'm really not used to it. Honestly though, I'm pretty satisfied with my life right now. After all, just between you and me, what I really wanted was never the righteous cause of ridding demonic activities. What attracts me is just the act of flying itself. Look, flying out into the universe outside of the Delves is entirely different from racing starships that we're so used to. There's nothing to anchor us in space. There's not even a distinction between up and down. Our fighter jets would be hung in space by their lonesome selves like ships sailing in the middle of the ocean. By then, there's no one else you can rely on but your own skills and your jet. Some may call this feeling lonely, but I prefer to call it freedom. To me, the ability to fly in space is good enough. And if I have share this sweet freedom with you, that's even better. Kai, I don't know what to say to console you. You're always like this. No matter what terrible things happen to you, you would act strong. As if you don't need anyone to care for you, and you have terrible timing for jokes. It's funny. I've never shown Guang Yuan my good side. Every time you leave me alone to go on a mission with him, I feel uncomfortable. Especially when I see you two flirting and getting along as if you're inseparable. I can't help but want to glare at him with disdain. But Guan Yang is a good person. No matter how rude I was to him, he was always kind to me. Thinking back on it now, I realize I'm just really bad at appreciating people. He's really amazing. He managed to hold off several dozen enemy ships with only 2 people. This isn't something that can be done with just courage and resolve. It also requires exceptional skills and extraordinary talent. I can imagine what it was like in his final moments, how his unknowingly handsome face must have shown such determination and focus. I guess that's why you fell in love with him in the first place. It wasn't until recently, as the situation on the front lines worsened, that the bloody reality gently but indisputably presented itself before me. Someone might sit beside you for a meal today and be missing in action tomorrow. A new soldier earning praise and honor today might disappear the next. The captain I fought with today might not be found tomorrow. The ground troops that exchange encouragement with me today might be eliminated the next. At this point, I'm wary of building personal connections with anyone here. Perhaps that person would perish, or I might perish, or we might both perish in the day to come. I thought I experienced enough to feel numb, but bad news kept coming in waves every single day. If I weren't a fighter pilot, I can only endure this pain in silence. In silence, okay. But I can fly, I can battle, and I can attempt to destroy the source of my pain. Because I am a fighter pilot, I have things I can do, realities that I can change. Yes, don't use the names Guang Yang came up with. They're terrible. Choosing a name is a big decision the child has to bear with for a lifetime. Use my suggestion instead. It's something I picked with after diligently going through several collections worth of poetry. Kai, I have a lot to tell you, so many things. After your death, they wanted to honor me with a medal. truthfully I find it laughable. Based on common logic, no one would award survivors medals to praise their fortuitous survival. But no, not the Skyfaring Commission. They gave me a medal, called me a hero pilot, and the only reason for it is because of my luck to remain alive in that calamitous battle. If you had been as lucky as me, we could have gotten the medals together. After the medal ceremony, we could have gone to Astrum Alley, have a few drinks, and laugh at the absurdity of it all. It's a shame, luck is not on your side. We don't have that chance anymore. I suddenly feel nostalgic. I remembered all the time we had steering our starships across the Gulf sky. We were so carefree. There were no threats to our lives, and we didn't have to bear the calling of the hunt. The entirety of the sky within the delve was ours, yours and mine. Above us was the delve's flashing dome ceiling, and below us were the bustling lights of 10,000 homes. Oh, and behind us, the realm-keeping commission officers who just won't stop chasing us. That was the time of innocence. What is this word? What is this word? Innocence. How I wish we could stay in that time forever. Oh, that took so long to read through. Okay, what about this? I don't know.
Miss Tsai? I remember her. She was an ace gunner. Many people wanted to be her flight partner. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot. They manned the same skiff and were the envy of many. But when it came to pilots, your mother was the best match for her. They flew together all the time. Even Mr. Guanyan couldn't match their numbers. Well, after he passed away in battle, Tsai rarely teamed up with anyone except your mother. It was tragic when Tsai died soon after. That's the life of a pilot. No one knows which flight will be their last. Tsai's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. After the battle, she refused to turn in Tsai's possessions as per regulations. She kept them locked away, occasionally taking them out to admire. I suppose you're going to go through Madame Yukong's office desk next. I can understand your position, Qingni. I'll take my leave and pretend I didn't see anything.
This looks similar to Mom's diary, but it looks like it belonged to Miss Tsai.
Oh my god, okay. Yukong, I'm happy to have a chance to fight side by side with you. When the pair assignment was sent out, I was so nervous that I didn't dare to open and check it, fearing that we wouldn't be paired up. It's not like I can't bear to part with you, but I was worried to leave you with the others, with your fiery temperament. Yukong, don't cry. There's no need to be sad. My husband was the one who died, but you're crying more than I am. After so many years of fighting, you're still so emotional. I'm envious. Guang Yan and his partner managed to keep an entire Borisan fleet at bay. They were heroes. To me, that's enough. I've heard it said that the greatest happiness in life is being able to choose how you die. From this perspective, to fight for the Xianzhou Alliance, no, for the people of the entire galaxy. To die on the battlefield after a lifetime of military service, Guang Yang is probably happy. Yukong, it's been a long time. I'm still on my maternity leave in the rear. Everything's fine. Firstly, an announcement. I've already decided on a name for our child. Guang Yan has talked about this before. If it's a boy, name him Dragon. If it's a girl, name her Phoenix. But this man's literally sense is as good as the monkeys in the Everhunt Plains. No matter how much we should prioritize the wishes of my late husband, I cannot let his wants ruin my child's life. So after much pondering, I've decided to go with your suggestion and name her Qingni, the colors of dawn. The moonlit camp opens to a garden of archery. Frosty banners brush the colors of dawn. How rare, you made the time and effort to look through poems and allegories. I thought you only cared about fighter jets. Yukong will be heading toward the crew battlefield tomorrow. So tonight, there's some things I must entrust to you. This may be somewhat ominous, but there's no help for it. Who made it so that we're never entrusted these things to each other before? If you lived and I didn't, please take care of Qingni like you would your own daughter. I know you will. I will entrust you with all my savings. Please use that as living expenses for Qingni. No matter what kind of person Qingni wants to become, please support her fully. Merchant, poet, street performer, anything except a jet fighter. Please allow me to make a vow with you. Do not let Qingni become a jet fighter. When we enlisted, you wrote in this diary, our fighter jets would be hung in space by their lonesome selves like ships sailing in the middle of the ocean. Some may call this feeling lonely, but I prefer to call it freedom. I really loved the segment because I thought the same, but that's enough. Loneliness or freedom, we've already tasted it all. Promise me, don't let that child touch the sky.
So, I was adopted, and this Miss Sai was my real mother. I suppose I've always had a feeling, but now I know the truth. I feel like I'm dreaming. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot?
She doesn't want to lose Sai again.
For a pilot, the most important oath before departure is the promise to bring your comrade back. Mom didn't manage to bring her comrade back. So she vowed to prevent me from setting out. Not only am I her daughter, I'm also her final promise to Tsai. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Even if we're not connected by blood, I understand her a lot more now. Can you come with me one more time? I want to have a proper chat with Mom.
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk once we're home.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter what.
Oh, there she goes. Immediately.
Talked about this many times. No means no. Is that Sai's diary? How did you... I understand now. I'm sorry, Jingmi. I cannot support your dream because I made a promise to someone else. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness. I just hope you can understand my reason.
Mom, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter. Our bond is bigger than forgiveness and reason. I'll listen to anything you have to say.
Just like you, I once longed for the sky. I know what it feels like to fly through infinite space, to be surrounded by the vast expanse of nothingness, with unimaginable splendors looming in the distance, to float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea. Some called it loneliness. We called it freedom. Sai was like that too. We're friends since childhood. We flew star skiffs everywhere, causing trouble until the knights caught us and dragged us before General Jingyuan. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. It wasn't an easy life. You could even say it was a cruel one. You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive. Of course, the same could be said of yourself. But those are my best memories. We would strike out into the sky, repelling demons and upholding justice. The blood we shed bore witness to it all. The life of a Foxian is short and fleeting. Surely we should dedicate ourselves to such glorious aims. System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
Oh, it's her.
We're engaging the main Borisan fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails. Feeling rusty?
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long. Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit. Say, Sai, I really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying star skiffs that much?
You bet. Sure, it's exhausting, dangerous, low paid. Plus, you only get back to the Luofu a few times a year. But given the choice, I'd always pick this. I guess I already touched the sky.
Mind is mysterious. I've lived for more than 200 years. Forgotten nearly every conversation I've ever had. But I still remember us shooting the breeze that day. It's crystal clear. It was the last time I spoke to Tsai. Tsai? Hold on, Tsai. Tsai, open your eyes. Tsai?
Thank you. You go. I've had a good life. But please, don't let Qingli walk the same path. Don't let her become a fighter pilot.
Tsai, she's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? The rescue's almost here. Stay with me. Jingni is waiting for you. She lost Guang Yan. She can't afford to lose you too. Wake up! Tsai! 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 When I climbed out of the burning carcass of the star skiff, I looked up into a clear sky, pure and seemingly unadorned by the atmosphere that arced far above us. It was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen. But all I could feel was unbearable pain. I sunk to the ground and gazed up helplessly. In my dream, that was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl anymore. The road of a fighter pilot is a cruel one. I know that now. But I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fearful I turned. I've known for a long time you were ready, but I was not. You know, the cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Tsai, your father Guang Yan. We were prepared for the worst when we enlisted. But do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Tsai and the lives of hundreds of thousands of fighters.
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. We had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance. If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, then what purpose did our sacrifices serve? Under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke. We are nothing. We mean nothing.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. Even if that person is my daughter. I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry. That is my failure as a mother.
Mom, you don't need to apologize. Really. You don't need to.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did. I believe that one day, you'll make an outstanding fighter pilot.
Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps, and more afraid of you taking after Tsai. But if this is your choice, then I'm willing to support you, even if you live to regret it.
Mom? I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you at least once.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.